G'day folks, welcome back to Mass Effect. Hope you guys are doing well. In the previous episode, we completed Miranda's companion questline to do with Oriana, her twin sister. Not exactly twins, I mean, she is of the same genetic material and exactly, perhaps maybe a same copy as her, but it turns out she's actually a little bit younger, so she was grown at a later date, I suppose, by her father to be a replacement for Miranda. But towards the end of the previous episode, I had been doing all these terminal hacks for Liara, and I've been trying to make heads and tails of who the Observer is, and I'm really struggling, guys, because, well, if you haven't already noticed, I'm not the smartest or sharpest tool in the shed, that is, and I'm really not entirely sure. I can't tell who's who, but I am just going to see if I can just call Liara.
Shepard, did you get any information on the Observer?
Okay, and the idea here was just to get an understanding of what our options are before picking one and hoping for the best, but so this is really interesting. I didn't really see an entry for the Krogan. Yeah, I don't recall an entry for the Krogan. We saw stuff about the Vorcha, who's the traitor, and then the Solarian and the Batarian don't want to work with the Vorcha because of reasons, and then the Turian decides to work with the Vorcha, so that's why the Observer decides that, you know, they're not going to kill the Vorcha anymore. Yeah. And then there's nothing about the Krogan. So, I kind of feel like it could be the Krogan, because there's just simply no mention of the Krogan, and perhaps maybe the Krogan is the Observer. But then there's this option as well. None of the suspects fit. Does that mean none of them will die? And that's a decent outcome. Shouldn't we be capturing the Observer instead of outright assassinating them? So yeah, I'm a little confused, guys, whether or not we should choose kill the Krogan or this other one. But I think I'm just gonna go with this one. It sounds pretty neutral. I want to see where that takes us, so...
All 5 of the suspects are male. The Observer is female. Something's not right. Who gave you this lead?
My assistant, Nixeris. She got the information. Nixeris gave me the information. Nixeris, could I see you in here for a moment? Shepard, I'll talk to you later.
Oh, okay. So, wait a sec. How do we know that the... that the Observer is female? Was there a clue in one of the entries there? Let me just have a look here. We are the Observer. Find more data. Okay, I can't really read all of the entries anymore. There must be something in there that would lead us to that clue about the Observer being female in that case. So in one of the entries, I remember there being something about holding a grudge. Maybe they used a female pronoun there. And perhaps maybe all of the other people were all men? Possibly. Guys. I'm hoping that this gives us the outcome that's most favorable. We did get, like, +5 Paragon before, which is good. Yeah, Nixeris is not in the front anymore. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, where did Nixeris go? Liara?
Shepard, it's good to see you again. Nixeris had some interesting data hidden away. Thank you, Shepard. I wouldn't have caught her without you. I'm one step closer to the Shadow Broker thanks to you. Here, Nyxeris was very well compensated. You need it more than I do.
How was the fight?
Did you have any trouble with Nyxeris?
She was very talented. I imagine that had she been ordered to assassinate me, I had never seen her coming. But her barriers needed practice. Practice I'm afraid she won't be getting.
Yeah, because Liara is an expert biotic, right? So what happens now?
What's the next step in your hunt?
Now I gather information, peel away layers of lies, and shine light into the shadows. And when I find the Shadow Broker, I hit him with a biotic field so strong that what's left of his body will fit into a coffee cup.
Jeez. Sounds personal. Why are you angry at the Shadow Broker?
That anger can't be just from what you've told me. What else happened between you and the Shadow Broker?
Did Cerberus ever tell you how they recovered your body? I gave it to them. I gave you to them, Shepard. Because they said they could rebuild you. And to do that, I had to take it from the Shadow Broker, who was going to sell your corpse to the Collectors.
Oh, okay, that explains why the Collectors want us sort of alive or maybe undamaged or something. Why did you keep this a secret?
Why didn't you tell me about this before now?
Because I screwed it up, Shepard. I barely escaped with my own life. And when I gave you to Cerberus, I told myself I was doing it for you. For a chance to bring you back. But I knew Cerberus would use you for their own business. And I let it happen. Because I couldn't let you go. I'm sorry.
I'm not.
You did the right thing, Liara. My mission is important. I couldn't do it if you hadn't given me to Cerberus.
Thank you. I was afraid you'd hate me. So that's why I must destroy the Shadow Broker. For what he did to my friend, and to you, and whatever he's doing with the Collectors.
Okay, is there anything else we can help with?
Is there anything else you need from me?
No. You've done enough. If I find anything useful, I'll let you know. For now, I need to do what I do. Now, is there anything else I can help you with?
Tell me about you.
How's your own work going?
I'm still waiting. Still hunting. The Shadow Broker can't hide forever. Even with Nyxeris dead, it could be years before I track the Shadow Broker down. But someday he'll slip up. And I'll be there.
I'll talk to you later, Liara.
Alright. Well, I can't say that it was satisfying to complete that because I kind of stumbled upon the answer just by accident, I feel. I wonder what would have happened if I chose the Krogan, and whether or not I would have just simply gotten some renegade points or something.
Let's do it.
Is there anything else I can spend money on here? I'm not entirely sure if there is. Maybe if I go back to the Citadel, there might be a few things I could buy there. Are we done in Ilium? Not quite. We've got that... that Quarian to assist. I'm not sure if we've got enough Paragon points at this stage. Yeah, we're... Even with all of that, all the Paragon points that we've just obtained, we're not even halfway still. So, let's move on and let's sort of come back to that. I just don't want to, you know, progress the mission too far to the point where we can't return. Perhaps maybe we need to come back to Ilium for some other business later on. So, let's go back to the Normandy and let's continue on. So, as I mentioned in the previous episode, we do need to perhaps maybe speak with Tali. And I just want to see what she needs, and we might just address that immediately. And that looks so cool. Every now and then, you know, you may as well let the cutscene play through. Advanced mineral
Commander,
scanner.
Morden requests to see you.
Let me just see if we can grab these things. Ship enhancements. Advanced mineral scanner. So the Android Group's proprietary Argus planet scan technology has been integrated into the ship's systems. This will greatly speed up the planet scanning process. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for that. Definitely need that. What was the other one there? Oh, the med bay upgrade. Yep, we'll leave that. So, anything else? Yeah, I guess we did pick up a Medigel capacity upgrade from one of the missions, I think, for free, so we may as well research it since it's available. SMG shield piercing. A module in the Mass Effect field generator creates a phasic envelope around each slug before it's fired at a target. This disrupts any Mass Effect field protecting the target, resulting in superior penetration. 15,000 iridium. We've got plenty. And damage upgrade. Yep. Perfect. Anything else? Extra rounds. Okay. More efficient heatsink materials improve the absorption and dissipation of heat, allowing for smaller, easier to carry heatsinks. Yep. Grab that. Even more upgrades? No. I think that might be it. So let's move on and let's have a chat with Tali. So she should be in the engineering bay. Let's find out what she needs. I think she should be on this side. Do any of the other characters say anything else?
Back for another lesson. Collectors and Protheans. It's all about my pay grade. I'm more used to putting down rebellions, tracking down bastards who didn't pay their gambling debts. Still, even I know a galaxy-shaking revelation when I hear one. Makes fighting land wars for pay seem small time. So you knew Archangel from before? Interesting. Knew a lot of men taking jobs to kill the son of a bitch. I never saw the point. You know, I wanted the same thing. A whole lot of mercs dead. Hell of a sniper, though. And he kept himself alive with all the mercs in Omega after him. That ain't easy.
Okay. Yeah, he does say a few things here and there after you've completed certain companion quest lines, I guess. Which means... Oh yeah, Grunt wants to speak to us as well. Let's do that a little bit later. Just trying to remember where we've kept everyone else. Anyway, let's have a chat with Tali first.
Shepard, I'm glad you came by. I may need your help. I just received a message from the migrant fleet. The Admiralty Board has accused me of treason. I'm scared, Shepard.
That's crazy.
Nobody who knows you could believe you'd betray your people, Tali.
I don't know. They don't lay charges like this unless the evidence seems absolute. But thanks. I appreciate your faith in me, Shepard.
What are the charges?
Is it because you're working with Cerberus?
I'm not working with Cerberus. I'm working with you. And I got leave to serve on the Normandy again. I have no idea what they're accusing me of. You'd think I would remember if I betrayed the fleet.
So, what are our next steps?
What happens when a Quarian is accused of treason?
There's a hearing, with members of the Admiralty Board acting as judges. My father is an admiral on the board. He'll have to recuse himself from judgment. I can't even imagine what he's thinking right now. The punishment for treason is exile. If they convict me, I can never go back.
What do you think the charges might be?
So you have no idea why they're accusing you?
None. The specifics of charges like this are rarely discussed on open channels. I won't know any more until I get to the flotilla.
Exile? I mean, that doesn't seem too bad, unless there is a need for her to go back to the migrant fleet.
What happens if you're convicted?
Like I said, exile. The specifics are up to the judges. If it's deemed only a tragic mistake in judgment, the guilty party might receive a small ship and supplies. Not that it really matters. Either way, if I'm convicted, I'll never see the migrant fleet again.
I guess she does want to go back to the migrant fleet. I mean, it's like being told you can't come home ever. Exile is an odd choice.
So no prison and no death penalty?
We don't have the spare resources for long-term incarceration. Monitored work detail is more effective. And we don't have enough people to afford executions. An exile can still have children, and those children are welcomed back to the fleet.
How common is something like this?
How often is someone from the fleet charged with treason?
It's rare. It must be something that affects the entire flotilla, not just one ship. The most recent one was Honora Vanya Vasilani, an engineer who handed over fleet defense schematics to the Batarians. She had good intentions. The Batarians were contracted to upgrade our systems, but they passed the defense schematics to a pirate gang.
What happened to her?
Was she convicted?
No, she made a suicide run on the pirate gang. She destroyed them before they could attack the fleet. She was pardoned posthumously. Let's hope I don't have to prove my innocence that way.
Damn. That's a badass way to clear your name. Tell me more about these trials.
So how does the trial work? How soon do we need to get you there?
They'll wait a reasonable period of time for me to come and defend myself. Eventually, if I don't show up, they'll try me in absentia. As for how it works, it's less formal than an Earth trial or something you'd see on the Citadel. We're family. This is just the worst kind of family meeting.
Alright. Well, we'll get you to the migrant fleet, that's for sure, and we'll maybe help you defend yourself.
Okay, let's go find the flotilla.
I was going to book passage on another ship. I didn't think there would be time for you to help. Thank you, Shepard. I'll program the Normandy with the flotilla's current location. The admirals will be waiting for us.
Alright, travel to the migrant fleet. Do we get any codex entries as a result? The migrant fleet. Okay. The flotilla of the migrant fleet is a fleet of roughly 50,000 starships that houses over 17 million Quarians, the largest collection of starfaring vessels in the galaxy. The fleet is so large it may take days for all the ships to pass through a mass relay. The ships are constantly repaired, replaced, and upgraded to comfortably house as many Quarians as possible. Typically, ships specialize in roles for the fleet, from the enormous agricultural live ships to the shielded lab ships to the repurposed freighters known as home ships that house Quarian children, young parents, and educators. Employed Quarians typically live in the ship they work on, since commuting from ship to ship ties up resources with unnecessary docking procedures. Even within the flotilla, Quarians on most ships will remain encased in their protective suits. Rarely, Quarians will meet on clean ships for specific purposes such as medical services or reproduction. When this occurs, they remove their suits, knowing full well that it is likely they will spend a few days having allergic reactions or getting over infections as their weakened immune systems compensate for each other's presence. Man, what an existence. That would be horrible. Anything else? I don't think so. Let's move on. And yeah, let's try to find the migrant fleet, although I'm keen on maybe checking in again with Kasumi and seeing whether or not Kasumi has a few more things to talk about after having completed a few more companion quests.
you and Kelly, huh? Sounds like you two had a nice date. I thought she was coming on to me at first, but maybe she was just being friendly to the new girl.
Kelly. Oh, that's the... well, for want of a better word, the assistant.
My heart goes out to Miranda and her sister. That's a rough situation. I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
I'm sure you will. Alright. Well, let's get going. And yeah, I'm not really going to have a chat with anyone else. I think we should go straight to the migrant fleet. So, CIC it is.
Grunt seems very agitated. You may want to check in on him.
Yeah, we'll check in on Grunt a little bit later. So, I reckon maybe after we do Tali's quest line, we'll check in with Grunt. So, let's plot a jump. Do we have fuel and probes? I think we do. Okay, so... here, help Tali. Oh, and the blood pack base is just over here, so perhaps maybe we could do the blood pack base after we do the migrant fleet. Okay, whoa, okay, a dual star system. Interesting. Is there anything else here that we can scan? It doesn't look like it. Is it just the migrant fleet? Maybe. And the mass relays there, which is orbiting around the dual system. I just want to take a look at what the nebula has to offer. So... I can see at least 2 systems. But perhaps maybe we'll come back and do all of the scanning after. I wonder if we can't, like, read about the 2 stars, because that's really quite unique, isn't it? We haven't seen a dual system before. A fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians, the Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. Though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy, few outsiders have ever stepped foot inside the Quarian ships. Alright, Tali has to come, obviously, so who else do we bring with us? Well, we've got a bit of tech with Tali, don't we? So I think it might not be a bad idea to balance things with some biotics, so I'll bring Samara along. And yeah, let's see. We'll save. And we'll save for Samara as well. So, weapons-wise, I think we've already switched to the Singularity Projector, so should be okay.
This is Talizora Vasnima Naraya, requesting permission to dock with the Raya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, Talizora.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
Captain Shepard, Talizora told me a lot about you. I wish we could be meeting under more pleasant circumstances.
Commander, not Captain.
I never actually reached the rank of captain. Technically, I'm no longer in the Alliance military at all.
You're the commander of the Normandy, responsible for the lives aboard it. That entitles you to respect among our people. May you stand between your crew and harm as you lead them through the empty quarters of the stars.
Kila Salai. It's an old ship captain's blessing, Shepard.
I owe Tali a great deal.
Tali helped the Normandy's crew out of many difficult situations. I'm here to return the favor.
I understand. As the commander of the vessel she serves on, your voice carries weight. I wish I could do more to help, Tali. The trial requires that I be officially neutral, but I'm here if you need to talk. They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
You did what?
You sent Geth materials back to the migrant fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place Tali Zora under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
Alright, well, this definitely answers the question on whether or not we would visit the migrant fleet in this game. I'm not sure if it happens as well in Mass Effect 3, but anyway, let's check in again with Captain Cardana here.
You should speak with Admiral Rand. She's waiting for you up ahead.
Okay. And let's explore a little bit, obviously. That would be good.
I can't believe they're charging Tali Zora with such a thing.
Don't want to miss anything.
Tali Zora can't even get a Quarian captain to stand for her. She's as good as convicted.
I guess opinion is a bit divided then.
Tali Zora of us, Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepard vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shalaran vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nima.
Are you a part of the trial?
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
Why does her name matter?
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as Tali Zora vas Nima. Whatever we must call you legally.
Alright, well, we should face the music then.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I'm honored.
I'll do everything in my power to help you, Tali.
Thank you, Shepard. I could not ask for a better counselor.
Our legal rules are simple. There are no legal tricks or political loopholes for you to worry about. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
I'm surprised that they haven't exactly taken away all of our weapons. We're still carrying all of them.
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Keep us alive. The accused Tali Zora vas Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against a charge of treason.
Objection! A human has no business at a hearing involving such sensitive military matters.
Then you should not have declared Tali crew of the Normandy, Admiral Chorus. By right as Tali's captain, Shepard must stay.
Objection withdrawn.
Shepard was Normandy. Your crew member Tali Zora stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
Absolutely. It's my pleasure.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains Tali Zora Vas Nima, a proud member of the migrant fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, Zalcoris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent Tali Zora in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the migrant fleet. What say you?
She couldn't have done this.
How could Tali have brought guests to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active guests to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Keela.
Why wasn't this brought up before? Well, we need to go out there and help.
I appreciate the need for this trial, Admirals. But right now, our first concern must be the safety of the migrant fleet. The Normandy stands ready to assist in whatever capacity necessary.
Thank you. Quarian strike teams have attempted to retake the ship, so far without success.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
We need to. For Tali's sake.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Raya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard. The Admirals sound sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
Man, these guys, they should have led with that. Are you alright?
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Should we talk to people?
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are. But I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Alarai, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Alarai have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
We should have a chat with all of the Quarians that we can speak to.
Loyalty to the fleet is about more than just killing Geth. Talizor is guilty.
Yeah, some people have already made their minds up, though.
Shepard? How did you get onto the Raya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
Will you speak for Tali?
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did. They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rieger. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
Ah, Cal Rieger. Yes, we saved his ass, didn't we? So, hopefully we can actually find him, or hopefully he can actually help with the trial later on down the track, if we do actually have another trial. But if we save the ship, then maybe there's no trial. Do you have any more information that would be useful for us?
Do you remember anything else about the Collectors? Anything at all?
Nothing new. I'm sorry. Every time I go back to that place in my mind, I
Vitor, come back. It's okay.
I want to help, but I can't. I didn't see anything, and what I remember...
Don't worry, Vitor. We're going to find the things that did this, and we're going to kill them.
Good. Thank you.
I hope you feel better soon, Vitor.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
Alright, more people to speak to here. Oh, yes, Cal Rieger.
Cal Rieger.
Shepard, Talizora. Good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
I like this guy. So why are you here on the Raya?
What are you doing aboard the Raya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Talizora. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Can you help somehow?
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty Board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Gerrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Alarai. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
I'm sure we'll kick some ass. A lot of ass. In the Alarai. And we'll show them. Tell me more about this dark energy theory.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haystrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Did the Geth do this?
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haystrom's sun?
Keela, I hope not. They can screw up a star. Our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
I hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
But it is a problem, right?
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now, but resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
And how are you after all that you've been through?
How have you been, Rieger? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
Fighting seems a bit risky for you.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
We should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
Cool. Alright, let's move on. There's
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
a bunch more Quarians on this side.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Alarai. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
You went too far.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Alarai soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Tell me about this Alarai.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Real Zora only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
I wonder if there's some treason on the part of her father or some other crew members on the ship. Okay, so we have no idea what we're dealing with then.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship?
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
What's your relationship with Rael Zora?
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
A bubble?
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean rooms safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
Ah, wow. That's kind of cool though, how they thought about cultural significance around getting your clean suit. Tell me more about Tali's father.
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Real was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
What evidence do we need to clear Tali's name?
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Or something else completely. Do I sense the admirals are fighting against each other?
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the homeworld.
You're thinking of war with the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
That's a bad idea.
I know the migrant fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Okay, we better get going.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
Alright. We're picking up a lot of Paragon points this episode.
Talisor's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Admiral Gerrel.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Rahn got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard, Admiral Hangerel Vasnima. You got Admiral Corris backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. I'm glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom.
So, Admiral Gerrel is the admiral of the ship that Tali originates from, I think. Car's backing up worse than a Krogan toilet. Glad to see Tali's captain knows how to handle a courtroom. Yeah, whatever works.
I'm just here to help Tali, Admiral.
I'm glad someone is.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
Do you know much about this slab ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rail was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali, but if Sharla hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Tell me a little bit more about the other admirals.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Corris is the same whining suit-wetter he always was.
What makes Corris so bad?
You disagree with Admiral Corris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
What's your history with Rail Zora?
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. A crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
What happened?
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. You can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Okay, I can get behind him. Tell me more about this infighting among the admirals.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
It is a risky proposition, though.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral. But it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
Okay, he's got a point.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
Alright, anyone else? Ah, Admiral Chorus. The one everyone doesn't seem to like.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zalcorus Vas Quibquib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
Why don't you like Tali?
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But, like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created. The people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
That is true. That is true. Do you know anything about the lab ship?
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
Tali told us not to ask about the ship name, but we're gonna do it. So, tell us a little bit about your ship name.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures. And have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
Why not leave?
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Okay, respect. Why is there so much infighting among you admirals?
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Rael Zora was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
And you favor peace?
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, Talizora. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
We should move on.
Goodbye, Talizora. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Okay, after having that conversation with him though, I'm kind of in two minds here because...
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
You know, I mean, he's after peace. Not that I believe that peace is achievable with the Geth, but it's definitely admirable. Alright, I don't think there's anything else here, so let's move on. And let's try to get to the Alarai. Yeah, there's a lot of politicking, and you don't really know if people have some ulterior motives that they're just not, you know, revealing just yet.
Shepard spoke well to the admirals.
Even during the hearing, Tali'Zorah's first thought is to protect the fleet.
I'm getting a lot of positive sentiment from most of the Quarians.
Tali'Zorah Vas Nima. Oh, sorry. I mean Vas Normandy.
No offense taken. The change in name was not my choice.
Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard Vas Normandy.
Do you know what's over there?
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the Alarai?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the Alarai.
Okay, we're ready.
Let's head to the Alarai.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, Tali'Zorah. Kira Selai.
There she is. The Alarai. Interesting looking ship. Okay, let's just get the, I keep forgetting the name of this. The Incisor? No, sorry, the Locust. Ready. Oh, Geth. We can do AI hacking with Tali. And it'll fight for us, right? Which is nice. But after a while, it'll turn back on us, I think.
I'll put them where we need them.
Oh, we've got a hunter.
Got one.
Let's do a lift. Oh, sorry, I keep calling it a lift. It's a pull, actually. Another hunter. Let's do that. Very good. And AI hacking. Very good. Okay, so he can come with us. Actually, there are no more enemies, so we may as well finish him off. So, because I think it does wear off after a while. Okay, let's look around. Creds. Creds.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Railzora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Okay. They were cutting corners for whatever reason. Okay, this looks like maybe some living quarters, actually. Okay, there's something in there. $4,000 creds. That's pretty decent.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. Looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
Why did you choose this one?
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves. Signs of modification. Clues to their thinking.
How did you ship these?
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
So what were you salvaging on Haystrom?
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
Did any of this help?
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Yeah, well, I'm starting to have some doubts of her father's intentions. We did hear about them cutting some security, cutting corners on some security protocols, so maybe it could have something to do with her father sort of being a little bit too hasty. Anyway, gotta take a break, guys. When we come back, we'll continue exploring the Alarai, and hopefully we get to the conclusion of this trial for Tali. Hopefully we get to clear her name. Cheers, guys. Drop a like down below as usual. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.